Swat Valley is known as the Switzerland of Pakistan, a popular vacation spot in the north, mostly inhabited by native Pashtuns who have been living their lives in a traditional way for centuries. Nestled in the outskirts of the picturesque valley lies Islampur, a small town that has been in the limelight for its handcrafted shawls. Nearly every family here is involved in producing these shawls. Hamidullah has been running this factory for over 2 decades. At this factory, thread is produced from pure wool.
लोकल ये मिलता है, ये तकरीबन मलकंडी जो ठंडे इलाके है उधर से मिलता है। स्वाद और बहरीन और कालाम मदियन या दूसरा दीर वाला कोस्तान जो ठंडे इलाके होते हैं उसमें मिलता है। तो ये मेरे साथ 10 बंदे काम करते हैं, तनख्वाह देते हैं, कुछ का कितने कुछ का कितने, एक बंदे का 15,000 तनख्वाह बनता है।
The wool goes through many stages of washing and cleaning before it can be spun into thread. This process takes about 4 to 5 days.
ये पहले जो वूल मिलता है हमारे को कच्चा मिलता है, जो बाहर से आता है ना वो व्यापारी बेल्ट वगैरह काटता है, तो ये मिक्स आता है, इसमें कोई रंग मंग नहीं होता। तो मैं इसको अलग करता है, जो धुलाई करना चाहता है वो धुलाई करता है, बाद में उसको रंगीजी बनाकर मशीन पर चलाता है।
The staff work 16 hours a day on 2 shifts with an old Russian-made yarn-producing machine. After the thread is ready, it is sold to handloom workshops. The 30,000 or so dwellers of Islampur are almost wholly dependent on this centuries-old craft. Around 5,000 weavers, including a significant number of women, work inside their homes and makeshift factories using wooden looms of a local design known as khadi in the local language. The unique sound of handloom echoes throughout the valley. According to a study by the Small Industries Corporation, Islampur boasts a 100% employment rate, uncommon in other parts of the country. And it's all thanks to this craft that has been handed down from generation to generation. 17-year-old Mehboob Rahman works at his uncle's workshop.
मुझे बचपन से शौक था कि मैं ये काम सीख लूँ। मेरा चाचा इधर काम करता था, तो मैं जब स्कूल से छुट्टी होता था तो मैं इधर आता था, और वो नहीं होता था तो मैं इसकी जो मशीन है ना वहाँ बैठकर काम करता था। कुछ ख़राब करता था, कुछ ठीक करता था, तब वो आता था और जो ख़राब होता था वो ठीक करता था। तो तकरीबन उस वक्त से तब मैं तकरीबन 5वीं में था, और वहाँ से थोड़े सीखी, फिर तकरीबन 5 साल से मैं मुसलसल काम करता हूँ। जब छुट्टियाँ होती है तो काम करते हैं, जब छुट्टियाँ ख़त्म हो जाती है तो फिर पढ़ाई करते हैं। फिर घर वाले कहते हैं कि काम नहीं करना, सिर्फ पढ़ाई करना। अब तो छुट्टियाँ चल रही है सर्दी की, तो इसलिए हम काम करते हैं। नए मसाइल तो कुछ है, लेकिन काम हमारे बाप दादा का है, इसलिए हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता है। हमारा बाबा भी काम करता था, दादा भी, और हम ख़ानदानी, ये हमारा ख़ानदानी पेशा है, तो इसलिए मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है।
The craftsmen earn a fixed wage of $5 daily. On a good day, they can make 2 design shawls and 5 to 6 plain shawls. Swat Valley shawls are famous throughout the region and are even exported to international markets. But business has been declining, and that decline can be traced back to 2007. The Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan or Pakistani Taliban militants carried out terrorist attacks in Swat and killed local leaders and declared a jihad or holy war against the government.
My own younger brother, unfortunately, died in a bomb explosion in 2007 while he was on an election campaign. So every family in Swat has been affected. Not only your income, not only your businesses, but people have lost their loved ones. You've lost your sons, you've lost your nephews, you've lost your uncles, you've lost your grandparents. So the economic loss can be made up, but the psychological loss, I think, is going to take a very, very long time to heal.
Islampur too came under the shadow of terrorism.
In the war of terrorism, it badly affected this business, because most of the people, they were too much afraid, and they were too much worried about their lives, so how they can do this business. And at that time people were in great need of money, so they were unable to buy some materials or to start their business.
The small cottage industry was hit hard by insurgency and flooding in the past, and production had all but ended. But after a successful military operation in Swat, locals who had migrated to other parts of the country returned to their hometowns, but faced problems in restarting their businesses due to a shortage of available funding. And now they look towards the government for help and support. In 2009, after successful military operations, the government regained control of the valley. Law and order was restored. Gradually, tourists returned, and so did the shawl business. But shawl making never got a chance to fully recover, as they were hit by one issue after another. The following years brought the most devastating floods in the northern region of Pakistan. Swat was badly hit. More than 2,000 people died and properties worth billions were ruined. Then came earthquakes, and most recently, the pandemic.
Swat has been hit by 2-3 things, by the wave of terrorism here, then the floods here, then the earthquakes over here, then it was followed by corona.
The pandemic hit business the hardest. In 2020, due to various lockdowns around the world, imports dwindled and prices of raw materials skyrocketed. The cost of living went up, but wages did not. Shawl makers who want to earn more by selling directly to shops have been blocked by middlemen.
मशीनरी का काम नहीं है वो जो करते हैं वो हाथों से करता है, और तमाम दुनिया में उसका जो है सलामपुर का नाम जो है वो एक याददाश्त के तौर पर लोग याद करते हैं कि सलामपुर के शाल जो है हाथ से बने हुए, मगर उन बेचारों को वो पैदा नहीं मिलता। वो दुकानदार जाकर उनका पैदा उठाता है, उनको 2000 का चीज़ जो है वो उधर 12000 का वो बेचते हैं, मगर उनको वो पैदा नहीं होता। तो हम हुकूमत से ये दरख्वास्त करते हैं कि उनके लिए अलहदा कोई ऐसा बंदोबस्त करे कि उनका मेहनत का जो फल है वो उनको मिले।
Cottage industries like shawl making are considered part of Pakistan's informal sector. These craftsmen are not defined as workers by the constitution and are not protected by labor laws. Without the right connections, they have no choice but to rely on middlemen who can take advantage of their vulnerable situation. Non-governmental organizations have stepped in to provide handlooms and set up shops where craftsmen can sell directly to buyers. But ultimately, the shawl makers hope the government hears their cry to recognize and uphold their right to fair pay and help them explore bigger markets without the need of a middleman, without which the craftsmen fear this iconic sound of handlooms working will slowly fade away. For Assignment Asia, I'm Danial Khan in Swat, Pakistan.